So I don't want to be funny, but we had some rain last night. Can you freaking believe it? We went out. We have these friends that we have a meal with once a week. And let me just find the numbers on this thing now. I need to get my ice jacket. There you go. That's about flat. 23, 24. 24 millimeters. Everybody on the plots gave their estimates, and it seems like we're doing best. We got more rain than anybody else on the plots. How wonderful is that? So Cuddle Buddy, the rooster, he's been damaging the hens. See, they're not happy. And Ben's new chickens has 2 black ones. They are in there somewhere. I've been cleaning these sunflower heads. He's been messing them around as well. So he had to sleep outside last night. We put the other chicks back. I see Ben accidentally probably left one hen outside as well. But we left Cuddle Buddy inside. He's the main reason we started with that coop, and then I decided to make it bigger so we can get those 100 chicks. The 100 chicks has been ordered a while ago. 100 meat birds, and we are going to seriously try to make them grow slower this time. I gave some chickens away. The main reason I'm trying to breed again is I gave some chickens away to some kids. The last batch we had many moons ago, and those chickens are still alive today, laying eggs. Now they are sleeping with the kids in the bed, so I don't think we're going to do that. But they're still alive and they're healthy, even though they're a meat breed. So if we can get them to grow much slower, keep them hungrier, keep them foraging, I think we can have those chickens live much longer without having to slaughter them and without them developing health problems, even though they're a meat breed. The reason why I'm all dressed up in funky bluish clothes is because we've got grading today for the kickboxing. Now, kickboxing is a wonderful sport, but the grading system with all these martial arts is based on a little dance you do. In karate they call it a kata, in our sport they call it a series. It is so silly because those little dances doesn't contribute anything to your ability to fight. So you can be a pink belt, for argument's sake, not that it exists in our sports, but you can be a pink belt and beat the crap out of a black belt just because you never went to any of these rate my dancey kind of things. So that's all I have to say about that. So the topsoil is still empty, but I'm not too sad about that. I wonder how Besh's Dam did. You can see there was some water lying here. It must have really poured down while we were out. We had a braai with people, which is like our traditional way of cooking on fire. You can see these new African smiles, they gathered some water. It's a shame we didn't plant them yet. They gathered quite a bit of water. How super cool is that? That the new African smile first night gathers water. How super awesome is that? Let me just jump through the fence here. Let's go up to Besh's Dam quickly. And this is such a grand weather. This is such fantastic weather. Overcast, and the petrichor, the smell that you have from fresh rain on the ground, by scientifically proven to make you want to put your hands in the ground and work the soil. Ooh, look at that. Just look at that. Besh's Dam. I had a discussion with the guys yesterday. Ooh, Besh's Dam is full. And it was much fuller. Check how high that came up. Check how high that came up. I didn't put the swivel pipe in here, but okay, so I didn't put the swivel pipe in there, so there was quite a bit of water running out there, which I'm 100% fine with. Check how high that came up. Wow, that is super cool. I had a discussion with the guys yesterday because they came here and they made this heap. And I said to them, if you put ground on a shovel, you might as well just put it in a wheelbarrow. Now you put it on a heap to do what? But yeah, that is quite nice, sharp construction sand. It's quite a strong runoff. Wow. And so I had Lucky and them put a little wall across the road yesterday. This was a flood. Somewhere there was a cloud breaking here that I didn't know about. And we came home about, I would say about 9 o'clock last night. So we're not late people. I mean, this must have happened before, or either that or I slept like a baby. Because it did rain a little bit while we were at the people's houses. Either that or I slept through all of this. This is amazing. I wonder what the river did. How super cool is this? This is much more than I anticipated. Check how much water is in this soil. This thing never had the chance to run over because the swivel pipe isn't up there yet. So this water that's in this soil is all coming from there, then running that way. But I mean, check how high that was as well. And that just went into the soil. Okay, I'm gonna check the river quickly. Okay, so the river did not come down, but let me show you this. This is soil that washed out. So this must have been crazy water. 25 mils falling over a question of 6 hours versus 25 mils falling over a period of 30 minutes makes a hell of a difference on surface water. So if you have 25 milliliters just falling during the night, you might not have any running water on the soil. But if you have water falling fast, then you get these kinds of runoffs. And so there was a water standing here. This little water structure caught water and had it sink in. I think I must dedicate the whole team just to doing earthworks. So we've been planting, but I think we should focus a bit more on earthworks. See, the runoff is just around the block there, that we can bring that up there and maybe a little bit up there as well, and that will push the water in here quite a bit higher. Okay, let's see. Quickly going to check those earthworks. Run through Damien's forest, let's just show you what it looks like as well. Green. Sorry for the panning so fast. I need to be told once a week to pan a little bit slower. This is amazing how green this is. These sunflowers are all what do you call these things? Volunteers. Check this funky bug. Hello, funky bug. It's got a butt. And it looks like it's carrying an assegai. A little bit of water in this water harvesting structure. That is awesome. In there we planted quite a bit of elephant grass. In that thing there. So it does get covered by water a bit, but you know that every time it rains it's going to get elephant grass. Oh, water, sorry. Every time it rains it's going to get water. More water than the other places. So there is still a lot of elephant grass to be taken out. These bunches here needs to be taken out and replanted. That will probably make another 20-30 plants. Let's see. Okay, so these things, I'm not sure whether they got water. I don't see anything, but maybe it just came in. That's elephant grass there that needs to be taken out. That's probably another 20 plants. So when we take them out, we put 1 or 2 back. So there's 2 bunches here. There's a bunch here and a bunch here. So they cut off all the leaves to prepare them to be transplanted. They just didn't have time to do that. There's 1 more there, 1 more here. And if you think back, this was all just one stick. So these are African smiles. Those African smiles that I showed you in the beginning, these are what they look like after a year. Those ones on top, they will fill up and support life around them, and they will have, I'm making my new ones a bit bigger than these ones, but this one fills up, then that one fills up, then that one fills up, and then so it goes. This is the swale that feeds them. I don't know, it looks like there was quite a bit of water. It would make sense that there was quite a bit of water if you see how brown it is. We took that plant out, divided it all the way over there, and this one still needs to be taken out and divided. Yeah, lots of work. How cool is that? There is this part of the friendly forest, there's beans, there's pumpkins, there's corn. The corn isn't as densely planted as you would normally plant corn, but we're not planting it for harvest, we're planting it for biomass. Pumpkins here. It sounds like there's somebody on the roof already putting in nails. I had all intentions of getting up early this morning to put more nails in the roof, and rain weather snuggles is probably the best snuggles you can get if you're so used to hot weather. So I snuggled this morning and I didn't get up as early as I wanted. Okay, so spinach, yeah, onions there. Between that there's corn. The corn between the onions is doing okay, but definitely not what do you call it, fireworks. You can see the corn there in the back, how much taller it is than the corn planted here between the onions. In here I've got some of those orange pumpkins, known as Halloween pumpkins. They're coming up. I hope to have some decent plants. These I think are butternuts. For the life of me I cannot remember what they are. So then Saturday came and gone, and Sunday came and gone, and I didn't make too much of a video. Sheep just went out. We built this little roof for the sheep. With the rain, the goat poop got wet, so we started removing that and started putting in charcoal. Build a new compost pile with the manure, and that triggered me and asked how many kilograms of poop does a sheep generate. So according to Google, we are getting 1.8 kilograms of sheep poop per sheep per day. So that's just over 30 kilograms of sheep and goat manure being returned back into the land. So there's grass that's been converted into meat and manure. The manure will now be used as compost into the garden or into the veld or somewhere. Most of it is being dropped where they graze. Let me just get out of the wind. Most of it is being dropped where they graze. So you know, we're just putting that back into the veld. Otherwise it's first being composted and then being used for various things around the farm. But I think it's quite interesting to think that we're now adding 30 kilograms of manure back into the veld. So that is the first harvest. I always call it manure. When I add an animal, I call it the first harvest, is the manure that they give you. And a lot of it is being dropped in here at night. So we also drop grass and branches and things like that, and that gets added to the manure. They trample that in. They will now start manuring on the charcoal. We'll add quite a lot more. So from every wheelbarrow we took out, we took one back in. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wheelbarrows of manure that went out of here. So there's 5 wheelbarrows of charcoal that came back. But you see those sheep pippy and sheep manure, etc., that will all be added to the next batch that will be added to the compost. It's going to be the end of my story. I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.